do you have any questions?
No, it's clear. I'll practice that. I do have a separate question. My friend and I were trying to record something, and then I came up with a chord progression that I thought sounded nice, but I wanted to ask you what you thought.
Okay, can you move the camera lower? I cannot see your guitar. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, okay. Tell me what kind of chord you like to work.
So it starts with, and then...
So G minor. Yeah, G minor 7.
And then after that...
F major 7. Yes.
And then after that...
Is that B flat 9?
Yes, that.
B flat 9, okay.
So I don't know what the right fingering is for it, but I thought the progression...
For the first chord, you C major 7? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And G minor? It's a total different key, yes. Yeah, next one? F major 7, yes.
And then...
B flat 9. Okay, let's work on the chord. First one, if you work on C major 7, it sounds like in key C major. Also, you are possible in key of G major. In G major, it's the fourth chord. We call it C leading mode. So it's called a leading sound, which you use an F sharp on top. But you are not. I think you are not. You are key of C maybe. It's good because the next chord you are using G minor 7 with F major 7. It's called 2-5. So number 2 and the 5. This is the second chord to the F major chord. It's missing a C7 here. So actually you are playing C. You can go. So maybe a passing C7 here, but if you don't use, fine. You are using second chord and you are using the major chord, F major, which become to 1. You are in key of F. In F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to 1 again, right? So the idea. So I will use F major scale under this one. And next one in F major, what's the fifth chord is a C7, but you are using B flat 9. We will consider B flat 7. It's the same chord like B flat 7 character like this. So you are not in same key in this case. So in B flat key, B flat 7, it is from E flat major. Actually, you are dropping your F major key to B flat.
Could I play you something I recorded?
Yeah, if you can play, let me hear it. So the melody you can change a few times keys like this.
Yeah, I have I recorded on GarageBand actually, so maybe I can open that really quickly.
Okay. Three, go. I will using a C major scale starting. Yeah, major. Find a few notes. Don't play too many because you have one bar. And suddenly I can go F major, and I can change F minor 6. Because B flat 9. If you hold the chord very tight like this, it's the same like. So two way you can go F minor 6. F minor 6, how that goes? Use a minor chord. Your minor will be like this. This is one. Using a D note in there will be like this. This is F minor chord. F minor, right? And you're gonna use this one. Yeah. So this is the way you go. See, the chord is kind of like a B flat. It's very tight like this. Yeah. This is another way using is called D half diminished chord in there. It sounds like there, so I can show you that. First one I'm going to use the C, will be. you go. Because it's the same idea, share the most important note, called D half diminished chord. Half diminished chord, you can use arpeggio, will be. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this one. Just my idea is just arpeggio. You can use it. So I use it most on E because in C major I'm gonna use F major. This is my composing for that. If you give me a few chords, you are changing 3 keys. Yeah, it's a nice chord, but put a good drum beat. Reason very nice. You also can put vocal on there. So my suggestion, first one, you are using C major. Just go ahead, you go or something like major. So stay on E will be strongest. Yeah, but don't play the F too much because in key of C major 7, if you use an F in there, it's called 11. It doesn't sound right. Sharp 11 will be nice. At this time, there's no relationship to sharp 11 because you are using. So I'm using a C. You can use A minor pentatonic, like this one. Yeah, F minor. It's D minor. Yeah, this one. So pentatonics is one that you can use in key of C major. Also, that's also A minor pentatonic in there. If you start C to C, it's called C major pentatonic, right? But in F major, are you following me now?
Yes.
So if you want, you are familiar pentatonic, right? Everybody like this pattern. So you can just go ahead use A minor pentatonic, but don't start by A, start by the C note. It sounds like this. Back to the beginning. On the F, G minor, F major, you don't have to worry about this 2, 2, 5, just a second chord. You can use F major scale, focus on the second one, or you can use arpeggio for minors like G minor. Also, you can use D minor because D minor is a 6th degree. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6th degree on the F major. So I will using this one. You can select the right note, starting the right note, make it work on the F major key. So just basic on F major. Even you only have 2 chords, I would say it's F major chord. But on the last part, you have to be very careful. It become F minor. Oh, this is called B flat 9. Yeah, hear that? Yes. So this is a little weird. So actually in F, you are starting this one. I was using share the same note. It's called D minor half diminished. D half diminished chord. It's matching the same, almost the same chord. Yeah, like this. So it sounds pretty nice. Just a arpeggio you can use which one. You can go here, or you can go here. You can go this one. Play a small part. If you want to go the whole scale, is fine, but maybe you don't have too much time, only have 1 bar like that. I don't use too much patterns, mostly my pickup and ear with the right note because I read the note more. If you lock with the patterns, I think you are sounding like more like machines, more like a training stuff, because you play too many. It might be not working on this case. For me, when I Freeman man, I just belong to Freeman man. I pick up the note, few note first one. In the chord, I know the first one, C, definitely this will work, this will work, this will work. I stay on the longer, strongest note. When you use scale, you can use in a C major. But when you use a faster note, you can use a scale note, all the patterns you learned before, fingering patterns in here. So select the strongest note, stay is important, which is a little longer. I mean, more beats, 1, 2 beats like this. So that's create tension. You can hear more clear. This is what I did. Also, you can use double stop. Double stop means they play 2 notes. Yeah, this one you can go. The last one you can be careful. Yeah, like this. Okay. So idea. I hope you can follow that. It's a little more information. Yeah. Have you do this on piano or on guitar?
Will I do this on the guitar?
You plan to do this a piano song, or do you plan to do this a guitar song?
Probably a little bit of both. My piano skills are quite good, so I can do that already on the piano. I would love to learn how to do that on the guitar.
This kind of chord can produce a better feeling to work on it, so you can go. I usually try a few times, maybe 5, 10 times, so find which note is possible to stay, and which scale near the note can connect them. So you have to be familiar. First one, C major scale. F major scale, and one arpeggio is called D minor 7 flat 5.
So I should practice those scales as well if I have extra time, right?
Right.
Just to practice
scale is most important. Later, when you learn the basic, we are still doing the basic reading. One of the best way I get another English video is talk about beginner. Where to start is do some basic reading, because it forces yourself to read the note on top. You read A, you play the A, you play the B, it will be wrong, right? So you get familiar. Then the second one, you play scale. You know how to group together. Every scale have select a couple notes, but they pass a few notes. If you play the wrong one, it sounds like somewhere else. Okay. So when you play the right note, it sounds like it's G major, F major. Don't learn mode. Mode just make you more harder. You have to synchronize. Learn one major scale like C major. You're already 7 mode hiding in there. You just start by different note. Like local mode start by B. You stay on B, start on B, sounds like the B. Yeah, B minor. Local mode is very sad, feeling very depressed. I don't play that too often. But if you start by C, it's the first one major. Yeah, Ionic mode, whatever. And the D called D Dorian mode. Yeah, this all can be more interesting name. Don't fake by the names. Fool yourself. Oh, that's too many skill. Or D Dorian, or just the same thing, C major. Yeah, many master players talk about that. The book, once you learn all the 7 modes with different names, is more organized, more easier for teaching, because tell you what note is important in there. But if you try to learn that way, it would give you a hard time. Especially the skill degree, 1, 2, flat third, 4, 5, 5. The major set. This one's 7, major 6, whatever. It give you a lot of numbers, right? For me, I just sing them right. It's the door mode. That's it. Phrygian mode. Yeah. Then when you're familiar with that, you play some sequencing trainings. Sequencing could be a little hard time because you have to make also pressure against that. Then you go sequencing. Always start on the right note, because you are doing Dorian. You better stay on D, because D becomes the second in there, right? Same thing on the Phrygian and the mode. So when I play the scale, I do sing the note right away. when you're speeding up, you may don't have a chance to speak out or sing the note. It's too fast. You need air, when you sing. Right? But in your heart, you really have to sing. So another student asked me, how you can remember so many songs? My ear training, my ear pick up the note actually. Also, I sing the note in my heart. So all the players, when they play, almost everyone sing them in the heart, even if they don't speak out the note. So know what's going on. Yeah. Also, if you try to remember finger pattern, it works. Try to figure out what notes they are. Don't just play a bunch of kind of muscle trainings like this. You are very hesitant to use them because you may afraid. When you're changing a key, where they are, you have to move, click here, okay. Yeah, but I pick up the note more than the finger patterns, more than that.
Usually the notes are pretty easy for me to know because I've perfect pitch, so I just know what the notes are. It's mostly I just don't know where they are on here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
so you already work on a lot of piano, you have good ear training and special strong for ear training. You just need guy for me, guy used to hang on the guitar, guy use the guitar fingers, guitar note on there. And you already know, also you have to try to group together the notes. When we play more scales, it's all individual followed by sequencing the note, right? Group together, it's just like family, like C, E, G, B. This is a four note group together sounds like a meter 7. Do you know the series, right? It's C 1 3 5 7, right? The meter 7. Very simple. And G minor 7 will be start by G 1 and flat third 5 and flat 7, right? But this fingering will include all the four notes. Yeah, you are playing this chord on your song today is a second or G minor 7. This way is better. This way cross. Yeah, this way will work. If you want the other way, this another way. Use the second finger for the root G. Yes, this way will work. This way also too. Yeah. If you're tired, this way will be easier. Yeah. If you're not tired, you can do this one. Okay, next one F major 7. You can go. I like this one. Yeah, you can go A minor if you want. A minor on the top will be. Yeah. Try to stop the A here, the low A, to not make it worse. That's why I like this shape better. I'm using my ring finger to stop, to touch on the fixture. When you have two bass, it sounds too muddy, like this. From music theory, it's still called F major 7 because A is the third note from the F. But
it doesn't sound good.
You just don't play it because it's too much. Hiding. Yeah, like this. So I'll go with the F major 7 using my ring finger here to touch on the side on the string. It's muted. It won't work. So when strumming, I have more confidence. Like this. Okay, next one. This one I don't hardly play this one. It's a B flat 9. You can use B flat 13. This one. I'm sure this create more tension. B flat 13 like one line here. Start the 6th note on B. Yes. Yeah. Okay. You use the index finger on the 6th string, 6th fret. This note called B flat. That's the root right here. Only one note. It's one note. Yeah. Okay, the next one, the same fret on the 4th string, use the second finger holds it. This one is called A flat, right? And followed by a line like the 1 by 1 for the next 2 strings. You're not using the 1st string. You're not using the 5th string. Muted, yeah. The 5th string also not work. It's a 4th string chord, 4 strings. Yeah, so you can play. So not working, not working. So I think this chord in the song you may try to use this one to play. Yeah, it's called B flat 9. Use a B flat 13, which is one more step. I mean 11 chords, 13th chord is 2 more steps actually higher than the 9 chord. Just adding more favors, more character. If you like play, you can go B7, like the B7 will work. The whole song will be like this. F major, B flat. It will be simple. If you don't like this one too hard, go B flat 7. That's like it. Yeah, and you leave your own guitar, lead melody for the piano or guitars. You don't have to play this too hard. All right, try to work on maybe next week. You can show me how to go. I prefer you strumming the chord here instead of this one. Okay, could be nice. And tell me, do you have any develop on this one? Maybe you can develop a chorus part. Yeah. Are you planning to make a chorus part on this one? This sounds like a verse plus a second part of chorus.
I think so. I'm not sure exactly.
I can give you some suggestion to do it.
Yeah.
So since you're ending the first part, you're ending B flat 7, you can think about this fifth chord. It's dominant 7. What's the next chord to 1 will be E flat major. So you are changing key, another key. You are doing a lot of key changing like this. Right. Anything in key of E flat major to C minor to A flat. Yeah, anything around E flat major, you have 6 chords in there. You can plan them, make it work. That's called a chorus part. Okay. Then after that, you have to really want to go back to the verse. So how to go back to the verse? Your verse start by C major 7. So maybe you want to finish on the G7, because G7 is the 5th chord. Back to C will be sounds natural. Okay. So for me, I will use E flat major will be. That's C major. Then you go to C minor. Back to E flat. E flat major 7. F minor. G7. Okay. Then after that you go. I can connect them, but you see, this is what I compose that. Use the dominant 7 to 5th this is as a 5, number 5, back to 1. This is the idea your ear want to hear go back home. Every time you play 5 to 1, it sounds like going home. Like this one. Like this one. You just like, you release the tension, go back home, right? Home is the best place for the whole world, I guess. Everybody like home, right? Okay, anyway, I try to play A bars and put the lead guitar on the top, see how that sounds like, okay? 3, go. That's a good example. Shows that finding the right key note, I call the important note, and touch that note on the right beat, you can have a much better sounding like that. Instead of play a bunch of fast scale like this, you're just missing a lot of point, you know. So a lot of interesting sound. The composers they know what the target knows, just try to select it and on the right beat to make it work. Don't have to be on downbeat. Sometimes it's upbeat to make it work. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lot of information. Yeah, actually, this is for more advanced class, which people know the scales, know the chord, and the rhythm section. Have you played this idea on piano?
Yeah, I do a lot of piano improv actually, so I can play pretty much.
But do you learn this kind of modern music or just play classical a lot? Classical piano?
Not classical as much, mostly modern stuff. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I like classical, but to give you not enough room to make it work like this. For modern music, you just learn the basic stuff. You create stuff like this. You know, you have enough to. There's no limitation on there. So I really like the sounding on that. Make you surprised. You know, feel surprised on a lot of stuff. All right, thank you for having lessons. I'll see you next week.
Yes, thank you. See you next week, John. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.